Hello everyone, and for this week's chapter 12 assignment, the assignment was to come up with 5 new ideas, and see how they would be created and if you would choose them or reject them. So one of my 5 ideas was an aquatic bike, similar to a mountain bike on land. It would be universal for water or land, and you can just attach like flippers or fins to the tires, and it would work like in a paddleboard scenario. I also would create a projected phone, which is something that looked like a little brick, and you could project a phone screen that would be like touch sensitive, sort of like projector keyboards nowadays, and it would work through your provider, everything like normal. Just it'd be like an Apple iPhone working for Verizon or AT&T, T-Mobile, vice versa. Another thing would be a universal 3D printer, something that you can either similar to a 3D scanner today, in today's world, but it would be tiny, something that you could just take the crappiest picture and it would still come out great in a 3D printer, either at home or anywhere. But it would be tiny, like super small. They haven't created one yet, and it'd be awesome. Another thing would be a hoverboard, similar to the ones in Back to the Future, not like the things with wheels on them or, propellers. But they created something like a hoverboard using magnetic fields in foreign countries with trains, and I think that'd be really, really cool. And it'd be awesome to be like universal for anyone to use, and very I think it'd be a high seller. Now, the item that I would actually create, and I feel like I could create, and I don't think anyone's done it so far, would be quick release watches. So they have, watches that you can replace the bands on, but I've never seen a watch where you can change the face of it. So every face of a watch is a little bit different, either through color, material, or just how it's overall created. So I think that the coolest way to do it would be a watch face that is glass with like all the brains of the watch, the gears, the battery, everything is held within a piece of glass, crystal clear glass. It's enclosed in a little circle. And I think that quick release switches on the glass would be pretty sick. That way you could add either metal, plastic, or any color, any material that you would want on the outside of the face, and then they could be attached through the quick release levers and released, of course. It would also be that you could I would also make it to where you could replace the bands on it of any material. And I think the price to make this it would vary, obviously, because you don't know what kind of material you would want yet, and I would try and keep the overall price for every kind of watch either $80 or below, and I would sell them for around $225 to $400, and sometimes even upwards for special editions or special occasions. And overall, I think that the watch would more so look like this, with this being the actual circle that the watch is enclosed in, the watch face. You can replace the bands on either side using the quick release levers, and then these quick release levers can change the actual plastic pieces or metal pieces on the outside of the watch. Overall, I think that it would be a really awesome design and something that would sell a lot. And the way that I would sell it is actually through focus groups. I like giving the watch away because the word of mouth has always worked for advertising. It's also free. I would give prototypes of the watch away, and then have them tell their families, their friends, if they like it, and hopefully they do, but there's always a chance of them to say no. I would also market it any way that I could afford at the time, advertisement through TV, the internet, and billboards, even magazines, newspapers, local newsletters, every sort of way I could. And I would even show up at like galleries for special edition watches, like Movado, Michael Kors, all kinds that you could see. And that's my ideas and what I would do. Thank you.